Sorry, I meant to get to this sooner, but other things came up. I was doing a lot of building, which I can show you a little bit before I go away. So we want candy weights to be the default. Okay. And we can schedule that, or there's a bunch of other things. Anyway, so that's Candy Party. And we can add some idols. Wow, this is actually, we add the idols to her Candy Upstairs. And how about she does a little dance for you? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? What was her name? Mesquite? No. Magnolia. Yeah, there she goes. She's dancing. Alright, so now she's going to do the Magnolia song. I swear they had cooler animations at one point. So that's that, and that's Candy. Now I can add. Okay, so let's go back. Let's get back to Candy here. I'm confused. Oh, boy. Alright, it's turn. Alright, I'm gonna have to recenter myself because this is not gonna work. Let's go. Alright, let's use him to center on view. Okay. Alright, so now that I'm a little bit better centered, I can actually look over here and I can interact with her behaviors again. So we're going to go to this, and I'm also going to make a Candy Sleeps, okay? Because even girls of the night need sleep, you know. We're going to call this Candy Sleeps. Oh, we don't want spaces. No spaces. Sleeps. Okay, and the behavior is going to be sleep. So we're going to bring her, and I'm probably going to have to set for her bed, sleep location. I have to make her own the bed, but I can do that. Alright, we're just going to say yes for now. Okay, so we're just going to say yes. And I'm going to make that her bed. Okay? So how I make someone's bed, this is ownership. Alright, so that means it's her bed, she's the only one that can sleep there, and I'm going to make her protected, so she can't really go anywhere. So the person I want this to go to is prostitute. It's her bed. So nobody else can sleep there, including yourself. But I'm not sure if that's going to work with the plan that I have in mind, but we're good. I might have to get rid of that. Because the problem is, my Cliff character keeps coming up here to sleep. I don't know why he likes it so much. Probably because the other beds are closed off. I don't know. Because I don't have any nav meshes in a lot of these places. I've got pretty much all this nav mesh, which is why this hopefully shall work, is that they'll see the stairs. Remember we were talking about that before with the nav meshing? Well, this is where I've gotten so far, and I don't want to give away too much by saying too much. And I'm also setting up, as an aside, I'm also setting up these guys to be vendors so they can sell things. Now, I've got a choice. Do I want to keep them alive? I might have to make them cowardly, which would be fine too. Alright, so well, anyway, for now, that's her bed. So, let's open her back up again and go to Edit Base. And I've got Candy Sleeps. And we're gonna go ahead and pick our bed. We're gonna edit our location. We're gonna pick this reference. Select reference. I don't know that I can actually get there this way. Oh, see, that could be a problem. Can I reach it from here? Crap. Alright, so let's go back up here, and it's still on the Candy Sleeps package, so I just had to kind of get out of there for a second. Alright, so we're going to select this reference right here. Boom, that's her bed. I may have to give it a particular name, which I think I'll do right now. So let's just go ahead and name this Candy's bed. Candy's bed. So now if I go back to Candy, right? Where's she at? If I go back to Candy, there she is. So go back to here, and you'll notice after I change the name of it, it will actually remember. Oh, I think I still have her open, don't I? Bingo. Okay. So if it ever you try to click and it's not going anywhere, check wherever your reference is. So let's edit the base. And Candy sleeps. What was I doing? I forgot. Candy's bed. That's her sleep location, and I have to give her some time to do that. And I can choose some of that a variety of different ways. Okay, we'll get into that probably next time. But for now, because this is probably going to be a two-parter in order for me to get in all the stuff, and frankly, I have a little bit of research left, I'm not going to lie. But I can at least start the conversation here. Let's get this conversation started. Okay, just wanted to show you a little bit what's going on so far. There's Candy. She's doing a little dance. That's where I told her to dance. I'm going to have to straighten out my AI packages and stuff. But that's okay. I'm pretty sure she should still engage me.
Yeah.
No. She only does that. She only dances now. She's a dancer. But anyway, you see, this was an idle package. And it's probably as good as that's going to get, huh? Alright, well, whatever. I gotta catch her during the right time period, I guess. It's defaulting to that one. Hi. You're gonna notice right now that they're a little more moving around and everything.
Yeah.
Nitsy's moving around. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing now. He's just standing there because I haven't done anything to him. What's this guy doing?
Yes. Yeah.
You're not supposed to be in there. You can't go in there.
The world will see Adam's glory again.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay, alright, so this is what I decided to do with my character creation. I just logged in her. Alright, let's just get rid of this layer here. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I put a lot of thought into this and how I'm going to handle it because I was having, you know, technical difficulties or whatever. So I'm going to get rid of the Candy dialog altogether from here. I'm going to get rid of it all. It's all gone. No more Candy dialog. Okay, that should take care of it. I hope. I might have to log out and log back in again because look, see, it's got this little mark by the D. That's what it means when you delete something in this game. It won't actually delete it proper until you reload the game. So anyway, so we're just going to cancel that. What I'm going to call it is we're going to make a new quest. I'm going to call it 0 Candy's Samples. Yes, I know. It's bad jokes. Bad jokes all day. Candy samples. Okay, so we're going to make the priority of this quest. Let's go 55. I'm not sure how much it matters, but it is what it is. So, blah, 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 blah. Okay. We're just going to say, okay, that's all the basic stuff I need for it right now. So now I'm going to reopen Candy Samples, because once you start it, then you get all of these other options here. So we're going to make a new editor ID. We're going to call it Candy Talks. Something like that. Talks. That works for me. Candy Talks. Okay. Alright, so now what we got to do here. Alright, now we got this set up right here, and I'm in scenes right now, and I need to make a quest alias. Don't forget that. New reference alias. 0 Candy S. Candy S, yes. And it is a unique actor because I marked her as a unique actor previously. So we're going to go to 0 Prostitute. Notice that's the only one that's currently been called a unique actor, but as you bring in these characters, you're going to need to make them all unique actors in order for them to show up as a reference. Well, actually, I thought 0 Sam was here too, but doesn't matter. Okay, so we're good on that. We got that. I don't need this to run more than once. We're just going to call it Candy S. Alright, so now I got my unique actor. Now, you used to do with like player dialogue and all of these other kinds of dialogues. You still can say with some of the stuff like miscellaneous, like a character greeting. You might go hi or whatever. You know, I mean, there's a lot to it. Favors like, hey, could you do this? Hey, could you do that? Scripts, those are various scripts that you want to add. So, what I want here, now that we're in here, we're going to call this a player dialogue. So I'm going to click that. See, now I have my start phase. All right, so this is starting of the conversation. So we're going to into the white, and we're going to add, where is it? Where is it? Oh, do I gotta do this? Candy samples. New action. Where? Come on, don't be this way. Don't be this way. Insert phase at end. Is that gonna help? This is the start phase. Why can I not? New actor. Right, I got an added actor. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid, yo. So there's Candy S. So now Candy S. Candy sample starts. Candy samples start. Okay. Now the reason I decided to give her her own quest is so I could handle it through quest stages. And I'm going to show you how that works here in a minute. All right, so we got the mail response, which is, hey, sugar. Hey, baby. Want to have a good time? A good time. Now, I don't need a prompt in this case, because normally the prompt is, oh, just ignore that. The prompt would be something I say to her, and then she responds. But that's kind of not how things work anymore. So, and I can give her a face architect, an anim face, and we're going to give her a flirting face. Okay, so now we got that there, and we're going to add some conditions, so only she can say it. So we're going to go to get ref alias or get alias ref. There it is. Get is alias ref. Candy S. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now in this case, I want it to only speak to a male in that regard. So by get is sex male equals 1. That means they are male. And I need this to be run on the player. So if say the person that you had was a target, or a reference or whatever, link ref. Anyway, there's a bunch of different things, or a quest alias. You can add all of these things. But in this case, we're going to go get is sex male player. Okay? All right, so that looks pretty good. We're just going to go with that. And blah, 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 blah. Start scene on end. No, we're good. Candy talks. Phase. We don't need that quite yet. Hey, baby, want to have a good time? All right, now I'm going to add another one for a female character. Hey, sugar, can I help you? How can I help you? All right, now I might change the wording a little bit in time. So we'll just say okay, and that'll actually bring us to this. Now, you don't even need to like type it first before you come in here. Once again, I want to get the alias ref, and it's Candy S. Subject, great. And I need a get is sex female. Yes, and the who we're running the check on. Oh, that's wrong. Female. Okay. Is the player, so that's you. So, okay, so if this is a female, she's going to say, hey, sugar, how can I help you? If it's the male, going to go, hey, baby, want to have a good time. Okay? All right, so now we have this. That's the greeting. That's all set for the greeting level. Now we're on to phase 1. This is where you actually am going to NPC player dialogue, right? No, I don't think that's it. Or is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so now this is how the new system works. At first, I wasn't picking this up for whatever reason, but this is what the player says. This is the NPC response. So player response. So with the new system with Fallout, we have positive responses, negative responses, neutral responses, or a question. So if you have a particular question, then you can ask that question. All right, so a positive response would be, yeah, that sounds good. Or Well, in this case, now it's interesting. All right, you know how there's only the 4 options now, and sometimes it's like neutral or joking or whatever, and they tend to have a shorter version of it. So let's just continue with that base concept of dialogue, right? So we're going to go, sounds good. That will be what it says when it actually is a choice for the player to make. So, and the actual response will be, yeah, let's have a little fun. I know, it's such a perverted one to get into. But it is what it is, right? So we're just going to go and let's make him smiley, friendly, very friendly. Ooh, flirty, maybe flirty. Apologetic, angry, amused. That should be angry. Yeah, let's have fun! I'll fucking kill you! No, I'm just kidding. So we're going to go with flirting again. And it's going to be the player voice, so that's that. So I'm not sure if I actually need conditions because the scene would not have started if I didn't have the initial conditions that I created. So if you wanted to add other conditions on how this might actually play out, you could certainly do that. You could have multiple positive responses based on a series of conditions. And again, conditions can be a wide variety of things. If you don't have enough money, for instance, you might want to say, I'd love to, but I just can't. I don't have any money. So we're just going to cancel that for now because we're just going to assume you have enough money. He goes, all right, we're just gonna, yeah, let's have fun. Now, say I want to have a the female character, right? Oh, right. I'm gonna have to do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that. All right, sorry. So the female character will be, you can help me. All right. Yeah, I need to ask you a question. Okay. Yeah, I need to ask you a question. Very good. That's what she says. That's what she said. In this case, we want to go G.E.C.K. Nope. Female. Because that is what she would say, what the player would say if they were a female. I hope none of the ladies out there are mad at me. Because I said that a lady character might not have an interest in a tryst, a fling with a female prostitute. I could be wrong. You know, some of you might. I don't know. All right? I'm just making it up as I go along. All right, so in this case, we need new. Get is sex, male. That's fine. On the player. So we're going to give it 2 different options here. All right. Okay, so yeah, I need to have your questions. Like now the initial thing was, hey baby, want to have a good time, or hey, can I help you? So we're gonna go in here, and the negative response is no, thank you. We're just gonna do that. We're just gonna go no thank you. Response says no thanks. Okay. So that looks pretty good. Make the condition. Get his ID. Now, this actually could probably work for males or females, frankly. So we can probably just delete that. So it's no thanks. And in this case, we're going to end the scene on that statement. Okay, so I got put checked. End running scene. So that will get us actually out of the scene. So we're going to say okay. And okay, and then her response is going to be actually don't need a prompt, I don't think, because there really is not a prompt, is there? So her response to no thank you from the male will be okay, but it's your loss. Best in the Commonwealth. Best in the Commonwealth. That's me, baby. That's me, baby. All right, now I can chew. Okay, we're going to do that. Okay, so that's pretty good. It's your loss. Now, if I wanted to add, ignore for now. Oh, I actually did spell it wrong. So, say I needed to know how to label the voice type. Now, if I were to make a voice type, you would see where these are located. And from there, you would just, I believe it works waves, I think. When you actually do the recording, it'll be waves in wave format. So it would be voice file name, that right here, this thing here. Okay, now she's going to be a little bit miffed. She's going to be a little miffed about that. She's going to be angry. Best in the Commonwealth. All right, so, Eon. What is this thing? Okay, baby, you're lost. You're lost. So we're gonna go G.E.C.K. Male. That's fine. And they're running the check on the player. So there we go. G.E.C.K. male. Now I'm not sure where in the fuck is that? Boop boop. What am I confused on? What am I trying to find? Okay, so and we're going to add another one. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to add another one here. If it is the female character, then we're going to go, okay, well, let me know if you change your mind. Let me know if you change your mind. Boop. All right, now it looks like here you got a response text can be as maximum of 149 characters. So we're just going to go with that. In theory, that should work. And this is going to be G.E.C.K. female. Right there. Right there. Run on the player. So I'm going to be a male character, so I'm not even able to really test the female-based dialogue at this time. Okay, so neutral response. All right, so we're going to go in here. Actually, I'd like to ask you a question. Let's see. Actually, I'd like to ask you a question. What that question is will be revealed when you actually play the game. Mod. I'm not going to give away everything. I mean, that's spoilers. So, actually, I'd like to ask you a question. Let's make her look... No. How is Piper a face animation? Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Alright, and this is the condition. So I'm going to add this again. G.E.C.K. male player, because the female asked the question a different way. So that's all fucking delightful. Okay, and this one, I'm going to go... Nah, we're cool. Let me see, neutral. Let's see here. What did she ask? She asked, can I help you with something? How about I'm just going to look around? Oh, I need to add... That's what I got to do. That's what I got to do. No thanks. I'm just going to look around. To look around. Right, I need the prompt text. We'll just go going to look around. Now, in theory, this should all work just fine. This is all beautiful right here. So we're just going to go apologetic. Sure, why not? That sounds good. Now, you can also add idles. Say I wanted to add a particular idle here. For pointing, clapping. Again, this is just kind of the different things you can choose. Let's just go shrug, even though I don't even know if it's going to fucking work, frankly. So we're just going to go with that. All right, now this is the female, right? So this is the female PC character, this is the player character. So we're going to go female. Yeah. And we're going to say, and the player is run on the player. Boop. All right, so that should be that. And now all of these, I actually have to go no thank you. We'll just call it no thanks. What? It's confusing. It's confusing. So we're just gonna do that. All right, let's make sure the rest of these have prompts because I don't know that I have them all set. Sounds good. Okay, for you man whores out there. And we'll just go ask a question. Ask a question. That's what we're going to do. Okay, and then her response for the mail will be, sure thing, sugar. Now, that doesn't mean she's actually going to give any answers at this time. We're going to have to deal with that. Let's see. Which do we want? Grateful, happy, impressed, worried. Worried. Let's make her a little worried because she doesn't know what the question is going to be, frankly. She does not know what the question is going to be. Okay? And this is, once again, to keep it confusing. Now, you can branch this off into a variety of different conversations. You can branch it off into other player dialogues through the quest, which I'll probably get into at some point. Perhaps after the question, I'm going to run it over to the next thing here. Start scene on end. See, I would go start scene on end. Okay, and then I tell it what scene that I want to go to. So, G.E.C.K mail 1. Oh, I'm not going to make sure it's set to player. Boop. Okay. So, sure thing, sugar. No thanks, I'm just going to look around. I'll be here if you need me, will be her response to the woman. I'll be here if you if you need anything. I'll be here if you need anything. Will be her response. Oh, no, we're not going to get into sound, although I could do that. We're not going to do that right now. Conspiratorial, flirting, friendly. We'll just call her friendly. All right, in this case, once again, we're getting into G.E.C.K. And this is the female version of the responses. I know it looks a little confusing, but it's really not as bad as you think. It just takes a little bit getting used to. And on this case, we're going to end running scene for her in this. Okay? All right, now now the sure thing sugar is actually going to lead to another dialogue question, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay? I can quickly show you how that might hey, did I not? Oh, right. You can also add scripting elements if he agrees to add money to her account, like to take money and give it to her. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go response test. Yeah, let's have a little fun. Okay, sweetie. Follow me. In this case, she's going to follow him upstairs. I may or may not add I'll probably add money or something right now. What I could do, let's see here. We're just going to continue. See, now I can add sounds here, and then we can put those sounds in there if you want. But it gets complicated. We don't want to get we don't want to overblow you or anything like that. Overblow. Okay, so we're just going to say yes. Okay. And this is for the get his ID mail, get his sex mail. In theory, this should work. I'm still getting used to the new dialogue system. It was a much different system in previous versions of both G.E.C.K and the Creation Kit. Although in the Skyrim Creation Kit, they definitely got more into scenes as a way of managing conversation and dialogue, but that's neither here nor there. So we're just going to say that. Okay, good, good. Okay, sweetie, follow me. Now I need the response for, okay, go ahead then. All right, now that's what she's going to say to the female character. And let's once again make her a little bit concerned. Just a little concerned. We can deal with idols and all that other stuff later. In theory, this should all work. In theory, in theory, in theory. I say that over and over again. Now, as I come to understand this a little better, I'm sure I'll be able to get more in detail on how this actually is going to work, and eventually I'll be eating into papyrus fragments in order to further things or move quest dialogues along. And question response. Question her. Now, so this is where we're getting into it a little bit more. You haven't talked her up a little bit yet, so you're jumping the gun a little bit if you go question her, if you go right to question. So we're going to go to medium. Okay? So that should be, I believe, an orange dialogue. And do you know I can find a man named Declan? Now, I don't want to get into, once again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers here at the same time. So we're just going to ignore that. We're going to give her a face, defiant. You look defiant when you're telling her. Yeah, where's Declan? Give me a point. Point? I will tell you what to do. Shield break, kick door, shrug, head, yes, no. Now, these are different kind of animations that you can add. I'm not sure how many of these are going to work or do work. Like, I would love to be able to use these drunk dancing ones. I just don't know. At this time, it doesn't appear that they're working. Like, I at least can't preview it. But maybe that's just, like, within the creation kit, not actually within the, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Well, I don't actually want... Let's just not have an animation right now. Maybe I'll get more into detail on the way these people speak to each other and the animations they're in. So this is the male character once again, the male PC. So we're just going to cancel, and we're going to go player and beautiful, bing, boom, boom, bang, bing. And actually, we don't even need male. Let's just delete that, because this is jumping the gun, right? So we're jumping the gun. So this will be male or female. We'll both have this. Now, she may have a different response, possibly. Now, how I set up if they fail or if they don't fail, well, that's a whole nother question, isn't it? I'm not sure. It's probably... we'll just go with the assumption that yes, I do. But I need to tell you something first. Okay, so that is how she's going to respond to that based on a positive affirmation. So if you pass the test, now let's make sure that's actually going to work. Challenge now. Is there like a challenge successful? Always succeeds. Hard, repeatable. End running scenes. Say once. Okay. Well, anyway, so I just basically set up a bunch of conversations right here. This is phase 1, ending on phase 1. Now, we're just going to call this phase 1 dialogue. I don't know if you actually need to have that up there, but you might. You might. Candy speaks 1. Candy speaks phase 1. Talks phase 1. Candy talks 1. All right, now, as I do more of these things, I'm going to have... Let's see, can I... Well, yeah, there it is. I can say okay. Okay, so now I have all of these set up, as you can see here. And this, theoretically, should be lead to the next phase at the end. But we're just going to stop at that right now, and I'm going to test it in-game. I'm hoping this works, but there's no guarantees, I'm afraid. I'm still kind of working on it, but that should be the bulk of it. And I've set Candy upstairs to drunk dancing. I don't even know if that's going to work. But in the case, what I'm going to do is if this proceeds... All right, let's get back to that. Hold on. All right. let's set phases, okay? Let's set our phases, right? So if we go into here, right, we want to go to quest stages. So I want to have a new quest, a new stage, right? It's going to let me do it. Okay, that's 0. Okay, that's you just met, right? And this is going to be 10. I mean, she agrees. And the note, I'll make a little note for myself. Candy agrees. And then we're going to make one, I don't know. Can I do that? Candy agrees. I don't know if that actually is going to work. I'm a little confused by this. Hold on. No, I can't actually do anything. Okay, whatever. So we're gonna go like that. I'm not sure if the log has any value. Date ends. Nope. New date ends. I'm assuming that these are different notes that I can put in here. I can add conditions via here. So we're just going to say okay. So now what we're going to do then, okay, she's good with that. So let's close Candy out. Now ideally, this should move into stage 10. Alright, so if I go into here, Candy agrees. See, look, now the notes are here. Date ends. Okay. So, let's scenes. Now, if I want to, let's see, get in here, cancel. Let's just get the whole thing. Candy talks. Right, there we go. Okay, now what I want to do here is I want to progress to the next part of the scene. Okay? So, at the end of this conversation, I want to run a fragment. And I believe it's something along the line of pause. Okay, so I want to explain something real quick to you on this process and the way I do it in order to make sure that my mod gets its best chance to act the way I want it to act, right? So what I do is I've got a loaded... excuse me. I've got a loaded save that I have saved when the mod is off in an interior space. Okay? So the reason you want to save in an interior space, it used to be back in the day of like older versions of the creation kit. You would need a safe save in order to really make adjustments to your game and not have a lot of the cache or whatever it is interfere with that. So this is a save that I saved while my mod was off, and then I saved again, and then I loaded that save. So this is a completely what would be called like a clean save. Now this is probably not going to work. I would be surprised, shocked, amazed if I actually got this right. I know, I'm a horrible tutorial writer. But hopefully you're learning something from my foolhardiness. So I'm in the, if you haven't been here, this place is super cool. The Boylston Club? I'm not going to tell you anything more about it, but it's pretty close to Swan's Pond and stuff. And it's a very interesting location, I found anyway. I thought it was interesting. Even though there's really not much going on there, it'd be for a modder or whatever, I mean, it would be a really cool place to kind of renovate because it is kind of cool looking up there, really. But I like the story as it is, and what seems to have happened there when everybody died in that room, in that building, in that interior cell. All right, let's continue, shall we? Oh, this takes forever. God, I hate this. Okay, and we're out. Now, if because my save was saved exactly where it was every time, there should be a fight up here. It will always be there whenever I load this save, unless I create a new save. That is a Raider veteran going against a BOS trooper. None of my business. I'm just going to go about my business, if you don't mind. Alright, I don't know much I want to show you of the inside, but a lot has been done since then. Now, clearly she's not going to, but I'm going to see if she's actually going to at least talk to me. I hope. I hope she's actually going to talk to me. I don't know. Hopefully she'll be where she is supposed to be. That would be nice. And she is! Hello, Candy! What are you doing? Oh, you're eating something. Oh, okay! Oh, she did not give me the greeting, though. That's very interesting. Let's get out of here. Let's tab out. No thanks. And where are her lines? Where's her lines? Okay, well, it sort of worked. Ask a question. Why am I not getting anything here? And she's not. There's no subtitles or anything. Huh. That's very interesting. Do I have subtitles? I always have subtitles on. Let me see. Audio. I always have subtitles on. Display. General sub. Why do I have subtitles off? Yes! All of the subtitles! No wonder I can't see anything. Okay, now let's try this. Alright, hi! Hi, Candy! Hi. Hey, baby, you want to have a good time? Alright, I definitely got to get rid of that, whatever that animation is. That's absurd. Sounds good. Yeah, let's have a little fun. Now, there's no voices right now. Okay, sweetie, follow me. I'm happy. I'm happy. And then that's it, basically, because it's not linking up. All right, I definitely need to... What is she doing? I don't know. Hey, but hey, baby, want to have a good time? See, until she gets a voice, this is what it's going to be like. She's not going to actually say anything. See, and as you remember the question her, that's right there. Question her. Do you know where I can find a man named Declan? Will I get? Will I succeed? Yes, I do, but I need to tell you something first. And that's it. That's it. That's it. Because I have to continue the conversation. But you see, it's set up. Hey, baby, want to have a good time? So she's speaking. Obviously, there's not a voice yet. I can't add my own voice. Actually, I'd like to ask you a question. And she's supposed to look a little concerned. Sure thing, sugar. That's it. All right. So she did all the things. Now, obviously, I want to add more rows of dialogue as the scene progresses. Some of them will end. Others of them will take another route. Yes. As you can see, I have a couple of AI packages running right now. Very simple AI packages. So they're just sort of just hanging out. He doesn't have an AI package. But, for instance, Carla, who does not really have a proper AI package, is just going to run around. You're not supposed to go in there, Norm. Yes. And Declan doesn't have a package right now. My girl's in there. I got to give her a package that keeps her in there, so that's a whole nother matter. The cower animation doesn't seem to work. The cower idle, but we'll deal with this as time goes on. Yeah. The important thing is the brain-eating girl speaks. Hey, baby, want to have a good time? Yes. So that's what she says. That's what she says. Okay. After a little bit of research, I'm back. Now, if you're dealing with a creation kit, you get this warning dialog box. I've seen a lot of people do videos on it, and they keep on trying to shrink it, and then it keeps coming back, shrink, shrink, shrink. So what I do with the warning box is I just click on this instead. Then it just disappears in the background. I can make complaints all I want. It's not going to change anything because it doesn't bother me because it's hiding back here. It can complain all it wants. Right, so what I wanted to tell you was that I figured it out. I had to remember, all right, how do I get her to do what I want her to do, right? So this is where she says, okay, sweetie, follow me. Since the real course, the goal, I guess, of this quest, even though there's going to be other information that's going to be involved in the process, and I'll get to it as I get to it. But when she says, okay, sweetie, follow me, what I want her to do is change the quest stage. So I was like, thinking about it, I was like, wait a second, what about get owning quest? Wasn't that something I had to do in the past? Because I've done a little bit of modding. Okay, a lot of modding here and there. So in order to check, this is a papyrus fragment, right? So what I'm doing with this papyrus fragment is putting the stage to the next stage of this quest. Now, if we go into here, which I can't do right now, but let's just close that. No, that is not what I want to do at all. So the quest stages, right? I've got 0, which is default. That's where it starts. 10 is where Candy agrees, and 20 is probably where it's going to end. And then you can talk to her again. Perhaps after this quest is complete, she'll have more dialogue. I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I'm just trying to illustrate how to move the quest along. So we're going to go back to Candy Talks. And when she says, "Okay, sweetie, follow me," this will actually move it through this particular snippet. You might want to write this down. It's also... Oh, that's not it. No! Okay, probably black that out. This is from the Skyrim creation kit, and the only thing different that I noticed is that I didn't actually need my topic info. Like it's just kind of guesswork sometimes, I swear. So we get rid of that. Now, right, there we go. So I got get owning quest set current stage to 10. This should, and did, because I tested it, move it along. Now, before you know a papyrus script is going to work, you have to compile it. Compile. Now, if this didn't work, I'd get a shit ton of errors right now, like you saw earlier in whatever video I'm on at this point. I don't even know. But if I were to just press OK, it would compile it as well. But I found out that this actually works. Get owning quest. Now, the owning quest is Candy Talks. Right here, Candy Talks. And I want to set the current stage ID to 10. Okay? So that's all good. That's what we want to do. So all that's fine. Now, in order to get her to switch, all right, we need her to switch her AI package. So theoretically, this should work. All right, so we're going back to Candy. And I really wish the makeup and all that other shit was carrying through, but it just does not. So we're going to go back to her her AI packages. Okay? Now, what we don't want is Candy Sleeps. Now, what we're going to look for is get VM, I believe, VM quest stage, or get stage of Candy Samples, correct, is less than 10. Okay, so that means when it's 0, this package should not be able to run. Okay, so we're running her on the subject, which is her. So get stage quest Candy Samples is less than. You see the less than, you got less than, equal to, etc., greater than. Less than 10. Okay, because that's so in theory, this should work, right? That's the reason I decided to give her her own. So we need to cancel out these other AI packages. So we want get stage again. Get stage, get stage, get stage, get stage! Get staged, you fucker! Get stage. Candy Samples, correct, is less than 10. Okay. So that means this, the Candy Waits, should not work. The AI has been overridden. All right, so now we go to Candy upstairs, and I've already done this. Well, let's go to get stage. Get stage, Candy Samples, equals 10. So that means this behavior should only start when the stage of the quest is at 10. And all the other ones, it means it has to be less than 10. So, or you could put it as equals 0. It's up to you. It really doesn't matter. All right, so now I have that set. This should work. Get stage Candy Samples 10. But there's only one way to find out, and that's to go in the world. And we're just going to save that. And we'll see you in world, and hopefully she moves to the next stage, which is walking upstairs to go to her room. Go to your room, Candy. So we get into here. Let's have another look at it. Now this is, as we've dealt with before, this is travel, then sit to the candy party beacon. That's her destination. That's her sit target. And once we're up there, I'm gonna have like a couple more lines once we've reached that location, and then she's going to say, "Hey, why don't you just go ahead and lay down or something," and we'll deal with that as we get to that. But like I say, for me, this is a process, right? I'm not doing this as a clean and dirty, clean tutorial. This is far from a clean tutorial. I'm explaining how to think about it, I guess. Like when you're going to create a story, this is how I would think about it anyway. And well, let's see if that works. Okay, we're back in world. The danger music is happening because there was a fight outside. Eventually he'll be killed and it won't really matter. So I'm going to show you how the owning quest works and how you can check and see. Okay, we're all cool now. This should be calm now. Alright, so how you can see where your quest is at as far as the stage, right? So I'm going to start off. I'm going to press the tilde button, which is right by the 1 and above the tab on your keyboard. This is how you access the console. Now you may need the console in order to check your mods and make sure the stages are progressing properly, so you can decide whether or not this is correct or not. So what I want to do is I press the console. Now I'm going to type set stage, or get stage, sorry, get stage. I could set the stage, but that's not what we're after right now. Get stage, 0 candies samples, and it's going to say it's currently at 0, as you can see. So get stage equals 0. So we're going to press tilde again. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to go talk to Candy. We're going to change that animation, because that's fucking gross. Yeah, I do want to have a good time. Let's do it. Sounds good. Yeah, let's have a little fun. Alright, now... Okay, sweetie, follow me. Now, please, tell me this is going to work. Is she going? Go! Go, Candy, go! Go, Candy, go! Candy, go! There she goes! Oh my god, he's going! Get out of the way, stupid, I'm trying to get laid! Alright, so now I can follow her up. Now, just really quick, I'm going to show you. We're going to go back to here. She's going to keep going. So we're going to go ahead and check our get stage again, right? Get stage. Candies, samples. Oh, did I spell it wrong? I must have spelled it wrong. Did I fuck that up? Hold on. No, that's wrong! Oh, 0. I forgot the 0. Get stage. 0 candies, samples. Now it says, see, I'm at stage 10. So I successfully moved her to do what I want her to do. Next, I gotta get her to talk when we're up there, and we can finalize this shit and get our freak on. Alright, so she's gonna go up to her room. What's she gonna do now? I don't know. But this is the process. This is a long, drawn-out process. Believe me, I get it, man. I've worked on mods for months and shit. I really, 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 truly have. So she's gonna go in her room. I hope. Come on, girl. Open the door. Open the door. Is there a problem? She's not opening the door. Did she get confused? Go. Go. Go! Okay. Well. Oh, that is so typical. Yes. Yes, hi. Candy. Hey, baby, want to have a good time? Yeah, I do. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, this is going to work or what? Sounds good. Yeah, let's have a little fun. Is she going to do it? What's the confusion? Okay, sweetie, follow me. Right. Yeah, we've been here. We've been down here. Come on. All right, somehow she's not getting to the marker that I gave for her. I'm not sure why. I'm pretty sure I've nav meshed that. So, do I gotta go inside? Come on. Come on, babe. Well, she did something, and that's what matters.